Welsh Delinquent MJ, and this is the first episode of us making a top-down-ish kind of game together. I would get up an example of what I mean, but I don't know what the words are to describe it. It's kind of like a bird's eye view, but it's like you're looking at a sort of downwards angle at it, like a down 45-degree angle at it. So we started off, well, I did just record it, but I realized that I wasn't recording. So yeah, put in this character. This is our little character. I have many more animations for her, but yeah. Let's just start off by calling it SPR underscore player. Easy, right? Can't really fuck that up. And this is just the player standing still. After the down key has been pressed, and I only just realised that the sprite that I took looks like she's got some mad camel toe in. But we'll ignore it. This game shouldn't ever really see the eyes of the world. Like, you know, being released. This is just... Oh, shit, yeah. Image. If you want to remove the white background, say no, there's a white background on it, and you know that your background should be that checkered, two different color grays. Just go here, say no, I wanted to remove that green. You just like pick the color that you want to remove, and you remove it. So, you know, first off, make sure there's no white in the character besides the background, or whatever color the background is. Next thing, you wanna, well, this is what I do to make it easier for myself. I put it up to the top left corner, and then I transform, resize canvas, select that little arrowy thing there, and just like move it in, bit by bit at a time. So I'll just go like that. Okay, now how much room do I have by here? That looks like perfect 2 pixels. And down the bottom I have 1, 2 again. No, 5. What? Yeah, 2. So it's 2 and 2. It's another 2 and 2. Damn it, I was so close. So 28. Press delete because naturally it's an asshole, and 48. Again, making sure that that top left arrow is clicked, and then boom! Our character sprite is the center point. It's the... every corner is being touched intimately. And I just realized, oh, you don't have to do underscore. If you just do a space, it'll fill it in for you. So idle and DW for down. That's what I'm using anyway. You could put precise collision checking on. I'm going to. And I normally center that up and then slap that up a few bits so it's underneath the chin, or like where the chin or mouth area would be. So right, I just wanted to get that that sprite out of the way so that we could put something in here temporarily. This is going to be obj player. Ta-da! That's it. Bring up a create event and slap some code in there. We're just going to get basic movement done in this video. Just moving the player around, and then I'm going to pause the video and add in all the animations, because that's a long and boring process. And then I'm going to show you how to add animation to the character. So this is just movement, animation, nothing else. I have got collision code there, but that's useless for now. So in the next video, I know for a fact I'm going to do collisions with walls, trees, whatever you've got in there really. So yeah, in this create event, we want to type husp equals 0, colon, visp equals 0, colon. Husp means I'll just press tab // horizontal speed, and this is vertical speed. I don't know if those are spelled correct. My spelling is atrocious, so don't bitch at me about that. Then here we want to assign our keys, so movement keys. It's not important to comment your code, but it's fucking useful when you're looking through it. So then we want oh shit, I forget how you do it. I think it's just like this. Key underscore left tab equals keyboard. I'm going to be using WSD, by the way. Direct odd, and this is left, so it's going to be A, and then we double close those brackets because we have an open one here, and then we open another one here in that open one, so you got to double close it. Odd is what you use. Ooh, that's hard to read when it's hovered over. Odd is what you use to use characters, and say no, I wanted to use spacebar. I'd get rid of odd. I'd keep the second bracket, and I'd just go VK underscore, and then there's all these VK commands. So like you have all the F keys, home, insert, all the number pads, and then there's the one that I would have used, which is that. And since I've already done that, now I can just go key jump. Why did I double tap it? I don't know. And then you just left odd open speech marks close brackets, and then let me just copy that before I add in the character here. A, and then I want to change that to I want to put a D in there for right. I don't know why I have a space. I'm not gonna have jumping in this game. Fucking stupid piece of shit math. Right, fucking go back down there, and just tab once. There we go. Now I can fucking copy it. That will be right, left, up. So W, up, and then I want this one to be down, so that's S. Down. Tab. There we go. Everything's in order, and those are my movement keys. So they're set, and they're not going to change now. So now I can actually go H. Movement, horizontal movement. If, get rid of that W, that's not needed. If key underscore left, so if you're pressing that key, you don't have to do anything like equals 1. I mean, you can if you want, but you don't need to. Then set husper to equal, and then depending on your animation or how fast you want your character to move, if your character is just a square or anything along those lines, change your value. But I like to stick with the base 8. But because we're moving left, that number must be a minus. So how it works, if you're moving to the left, it's minus 8. It's negative numbers for husper. If you're moving to the right, it's positive numbers, so just plain old 8. If you're moving down, it's a positive number. If you're moving up, it's a negative number. Yeah, tricky. If, then again, key underscore right, husper equals 8. And then we do this for conflicted or yeah, no input. Here we go, like, oh shit, if yeah, if key underscore left or key underscore right. Oh wait, no, that shouldn't be or. Oh yeah, holding shift and pressing the backslash button will create these vertical columns. Two of those means or. It's an or statement, but we need this to be an and statement. If this and this, but I need to put an extra set of brackets around this, and then do this or statement be here, and then do not key. I'm holding shift now. Left. If not key left and not key underscore right. Right, exclamation marks. It's not. It means whatever the following thing is, if that isn't true, if that is not true. So, if you are pressing left and right, or if you are not pressing left, or you are not pressing right, then husper equals 0. And that is, in a sense, horizontal movement, right there. But there is something we got to do that comes way at the end. X plus equals husper, Y plus equals husper. But you can add them now, but that has to be the last thing run. It makes everything easier. It makes the world easier. So let's make sure everything goes above that now. Right, so now we got H movement, and we've done that. We can go V movement, and it's this. But instead of left, it's up. And instead of Vespa, it's Huspa, it's Vespa. Oh, fuck. Yeah, see, that's the actual built-in variable, but that's a lot more tricky to use. And then that's down. And change that H to a V. And there we go. Now we got vertical and horizontal movement, but we haven't sorted out the conflicting arguments but here, so we just go left is up, left is up, because that's the one I changed, and I'm pretty sure that's right, and that should be down, and that should be down. So, in a nutshell, that's movement code, without collisions. Collisions are more dickish than that. I don't fully understand how the collision code I use works, so I won't be able to explain it to you. I'll just tell you this works. So yeah, let's create a room here. Objects, put the player in, and run it. Doo-doo-doo. We'll get there eventually, don't worry. Don't worry. Oh shit. What have I done? I misspelled right in this. Misspelled right beer. You guys probably screaming at me going, "You stupid cunt!" And I'm just like completely oblivious to the fact that I misspelled it. But yeah. And then oh shit. I'm not controlling it. Oops. If key left, that's about. So if key, let me look at this for a sec. Let me just fucking, huh? Okay, instead of doing that all fancy shit, I'll just go or. Fucking, that would help as well. I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Ah, that's what it was. It wasn't the or at all. It was the fact that I was not resetting that. So let's just go back to this. Let's look how fancy without code. So let's get the fanciness back into it. Ah, there we go. That's better. Holding both A and D, nothing happening. Letting go of A and D, nothing happening. W and S, nothing happening. Letting go of them, nothing happening. And that is exactly what we want. Hell yeah. Now, there is a thing called a state machine. Which, I recently started learning about them, so I'm not going to use them. But they are a more effective way, essentially, to move your character if there's going to be lots of variables that are going to affect how your character walks. But in this, we're only going to have water and maybe like some form of sand or spikes that slows you down, but nothing too much that we're going to need a state machine for. But yeah, so that's movement in its most basic form. If you wanted to have left-handed be here as well, you could just go like that, copy that A that you've got, copy, paste that there, get rid of that and just go VK left. Oh, no capitals. I always forget. If it's a built-in function like keyboard check, never capitalize. Only capitalize your own variables. And that's it. I will be back in seconds for you, but it's going to take me about a good half an hour to an hour, depending on how lazy I am with it. Who knows, I might not even continue it today. I'm doing this on a Thursday. It's coming out on Monday. It's coming out on Monday the fucking 8th. And on the Wednesday, that Wednesday, that's when I'm gonna record my next one. So if you want any fucking anything for me to do particularly, ask before Wednesday. Right, okay, back in a minute. Hi guys, I'm on the last one. So I thought I'd show you how to get them all lined up with each other. So first off, you got all your images in here. If you show the preview right now, it's a fucking mess. Well, if you're as lazy as me with making it, so you got to erase a color, choose a color you want to erase, which should be the background, and go like that. Just erase that color. Then you get your select tool and you slap everything to as far left as you can go without cutting off any of the image. As far left and as far up. So like that. Do that for every single one. I like to keep my I like to have a cycle of 8 sprites and stretch it so there's 2 of each image, so overall I have 16 fucking images to an animation. Just get them all up there and then you click OK. Right, so now they're all up at top left. Yeah, cool, but what's that mean? You gotta trim them down. And then when you show the animation now, they're bumping around. Well, if their arms are swaying like mine are. So I go in, I'm like, ooh, that one's touching both sides. Okay, cool. That one's missing one off this side. But there's nothing really I can do about that. That one's missing 3. Huh, something's gone wrong. Right. I don't know what's gone wrong, but something has. There should be an even number. That should be an even number. bollocks, how the fuck do I fix this? Because that needs to be in... I know how to fix this. Little cheat method. Get rid of half the arm. It's not needed. It won't look weird. Well, shouldn't you? Just poop. Pop that in there. Yeah, but make sure that you have equal on both sides if you want to stop the bumpiness in the animation. What? This side's already done it? How am I supposed to fucking go like that? We zoom in. We take the color picker tool and we just like fucking we go ape on this motherfucker. We just like fucking fill that in and make it look like she's got one mad masturbating arm. Fuck, how do I I know, I'll just go like that. Get the rubber out. Go like that. Shit. Fuck this arm up. Just like proper mess it shit right up. And just get rid of the duplicates. We don't need them. They're not necessary for this project. Yeah, they are, but shh. We won't let anybody know. Oh, that's one disfigured arm. Is it meant to be flat? Yeah, I think it is. Right, let's just undo all of that we can't go far back as I need to. Shit. Okay, let's just fucking fill this in then as best we can using the colours already there. Right. And now that we filled that in, we can get rid of it. It was just filling it in to know that we could, and then we just move it over one. And then this one, is this one fucking 3 again? Yeah, cock. Go like that. Grab this. You just pinch that colour, go like that. And then we just delete these two. Get this again. I had to pick the hardest one to fucking demonstrate on, didn't I? Oh wait, is she floating in that one? Yeah, she's floating in a few of them. Piss. Always have them on the floor. That's the easiest piece of advice I can give you. Always on the floor. Because otherwise your character will be like falling through the floor all the time, and that gets fucking weird. Some weird shit starts happening. Look at it bounce about. Well, that'll look like now in full speed. And if we stretch it to me 16, I've got a sassy walk going on. Okay, and it's 49? No wonder why. Fucking, ugh. It should be fucking 48 tall, not 49. Oh, you're dicking me with how tall your shoe is. You fuck. Just do everything just that 1 pixel earlier. And then just get rid of that outer layer. Do the same for this shoe. If you're lazy like me, you can copy and paste the previous shoe, but you guys won't have the same thing as me, so I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't know. Yeah, there. And then anything outside that we delete. So that part. But now she's not on the floor. Jesus Christ. I'm making a right pig's ear of this. This was supposed to be like easy. Fuck you. Yeah, just fucking come in 1 earlier. Go across. Fuck. Undo. There we go. Yep. Just fucking boom. Boff all that out. So it's not looking too bad. I mean, I've made worse animations. Just ask Kenny about Mary Poppins. Ooh, no, Mary Poppins is something we keep to ourselves. Copy. Next. Go like this. And we fucking delete it because we're lazy. And then we just get this. And we just join them up. Shit, I think I messed up. No, I was right. How do I redo? Yeah, it was like that. And you're one off the top, you're one off the top, you're fucking not, because you're a little bitch. And I just realized that I'm doing all of this twice because I stretched the animation. God fucking Christ. Right, let's get the black. Pull you in early, up. Yeah, I'll fill you in. Just take away what's not needed. Making sure that it doesn't look too fucking weird. On the floor. Again. Highlight that again. Copy it. Go like that. Go like this. And then find out exactly which part that lines up with. Right, so now I know it's in line with that part, so I can just fucking delete that foot. Not like that. And boom. I had to pick the fucking hardest one to fucking test this on, didn't I? Like to fucking visualize it for you people. You people? Who are you calling you people? I'm talking to you guys, of course. Let me just go like that. Gone. Stop looking weird. We copy this because we damn well know that the next frame is gonna look exactly the same. What was that? It looked exactly the same. I know. Okay, at least I don't have to mess about with you. You can just go down. You're already down. Down. Wait, what the fuck? Why didn't that one have the two black dots? Ah, down, Shamu. Oh shit. Why are you... What? What? Okay, let me just... Which one looks better? I'm gonna say this one looks better. There you go. And you're flying! And no, you're not. Okay. So now if we look at... She bounces to the side at one point. Where is that? Is that right here? I think that's this part. Yeah, just all of a sudden bounce. If you ever see stuff like that, then it's okay to, you know, not have it even on both sides. And we just fix that by going like that. And then, it's still there. Why is it still there? So it's this one as well. That needs to go over one. You can't go over one. So you need to go over one as well. And then that should look alright. Yeah. It's a lot of minor tweaking. A lot of minor tweaking. But it looks alright in the end. And because all of mine are the same height, well, now they can be, because I'm going to go resize canvas. Click the down arrow. Change that to 40. eat. Don't fuck up. Perfect. All of mine are 28 by 48, except for the walking left and right there. 27. Ah, shouldn't be a thing. Why are you only 27? You fuckwit. It's fine, so long as we have the same X origin. Right, so if we put that into player walk down. Right, now, player. You should, theoretically, do all of your animations and shit like that inside the step event, but I do it to make sure that it happens in the end step event, because I have nothing else that goes in here. So I go, if sp equals is greater than 0, so if we're moving towards the right, oh, we're gonna need to have a last button pressed fucking system, because if you only have your character moving left and right, I'll show you how to do it. If husband is greater than 0, then sprite underscore index equals, and then you type in the fucking name of the sprite. So mine would be SPR player underscore LR, and then because I want it facing the right, image underscore X scale equals 1. And now if I want it facing the right, I just go else if husband is less than 0, image equals -1. Right, and the reason we are resetting it to 1 there, because if we don't, all of them will be flipped upwards, downwards, left, and right. So if we look at the game now, we'll just keep that open. It doesn't matter if you open it or close it, because it automatically saves it. It flips back and forth. But I'm using idle because I'm a twat, and it's a capital W. Right. If you had all of this in one sprite, yeah, you have to reset it back to its initial sprite afterwards. If you had all this in one sprite, you'd have to, instead of doing sprite index, we'd have to go image index, find the image where it starts. So say now your walking animation for moving towards the right starts on image 5 all the way through till 20. You'd have to go image index equals 5, and then play until it hits 20, then go to 5 again, and then continuously loop that. But we'd have to also we just need to do a load of shit. Oh, I can't be fucked to go into it. Else, if Vespa is greater than 0, and Vespa is greater than, so that's moving downwards, so I need, that's not how you spell player. Come on, math. Sort your shit out. And we need it to be X scale 1 again. Everything that's not moving towards the left is X scale 1, so DW, don't worry. Number 1. Copy. Paste. And now we need the other way, and we need that to be up, and then we're good. Well, we're good for having the animation of moving. Once you stand still, it's not going to stop. Look. So does that look alright? Moving down and up might be a bit fast. Moving in general might be a bit fast, so I'm gonna turn that down to 7. No, 6. Yeah, just 6. That should look alright. That should look better than 8 anyway. Yeah, that's better. Now, you can go diagonally, but it will always choose the horizontal positions the way I've done it, because it'll look through this and it'll go, oh, you're moving down and to the left. Which one comes up first? Moving to the left, right here. So it'll use this one, and then it'll just skip the rest. So that's why I always put Vesper last, because I prefer having the character face to either the left or the right, if they're moving left and up, or left and down, or right and down, and right and up. You get the gist. So now, this is where this gets annoying to me. Last dir equals, and this is where I'm just going to use this, and I'm just going to say right. Yeah, that's how you spell right. Yeah. Yeah. Right, so this is facing towards the right, so we got last dir. I wanted to capitalize that and that. Copy. Fuck. I closed the player object by accident, sorry guys. Last dir equals right, and then this is last dir equals left. Last dir equals down. Last dir equals up. And this is where you're gonna need to, you know, a little bit of coding knowledge, just a tiny bit. If last dir equals right, well, you know, you need the coding knowledge to know that you need to create a variable there. So apart from that, you don't need any coding knowledge. If last dir equals right, we take this. But we no longer need it to be walk. Oh shit. Fucking press tab at the wrong place, then I press caps lock. Is caps lock on? No it is. No, it's off. Shit, doing it again. I'm going to go like that. There we go. And now this needs to turn to idle. And then we need to copy this, add an else per there, and then shit, I didn't mean to press enter. And then we just change this to left. Change that to oh shit. Right shouldn't be -1. Right should just be 1. This should be -1. This is idle sprite. Sorry guys, I really do normally comment my code. And this is movement sprite. Else if last dir is the next one's down, right? Yeah, down. Don't worry, that needs to turn to the regular one. Copy, paste, change this to up. Sorry, I copied and pasted that because I was tired of pasting a -1 and changing it to a 1. Up. There we go. Now that should, hopefully, I hope, work. Ah, bollocks. Right. And Hesper. Oh wait, I'll go like this. Hesper or Vesper. No, Hesper and Vesper equals 0. And then we just add that onto the end of all of these. There is a slightly easy way of doing it, but this is the most efficient fucking... What? Fucking... What are you doing with your life? Right. If last direction equals right, and you press right, I should have an animation going because my husband isn't 0. It's greater than. You know what? Just slap an Elspeth there. Right. Why isn't that working anymore then? Okay. Ah, fuck, they all worked except for up. Why didn't up work now? Because I used a little P. Fucking those tiny little mistakes like that cost you normally a lot of fucking time searching through your code to look why something didn't work. Up works, right works, down works, left works. Although the player seems to like jump backwards a bit on the left, so that's probably something to do with either the idle being too far to the right or the walk being too far to the right. Either way, moving one of them should fix that. See, it has fixed it straight up, and that's sprite. So this is I'll just do it over here. Idle sprite. And as I recently learned, going like 3 slashes, and we can do sprite selection. Pardon me. And then that'll be the name of the script. And this one can be like, oh, fucking, I love game makers sometimes, but then there are times I'm just like, fuck you and everything you stand for. This can be setting variables. Setting variables. There we go. Right, so thank you guys for joining me. RM int, because that's where we're going to initialize our global variables. Right, so yeah, that's the start of our game. We now have a moving character, and that's all we have. Yeah. So thank you guys for joining me. If you liked it, press the like button. If you loved it, press the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Join me next Monday for more. Bye!